passive play from Immortals. They're smoked off, so the spike is likely going to go down, and let's watch how Immortals retake the site.
Yeah, it's interesting to use the dart when there's nobody there, and Skadoodle knows that. They're all going to have to be funneling in, from the same side. Shanks, the one exception, is he's creeped his way all the way around elbow. Standy's able to get one. Spyder trades it out, and oh my gosh, the shock dart in that corner like that is just devastating. Shanks somehow made it all the way through, enough to get a kill, but it got traded out by Skadoodle. A straight up 2v2 here. Things have not gone as well as you would have guessed.
Oh, they're defusing, and now Skadoodle has to force the issue. The defusal is still coming through. He can't get it in time. Genghsta. So far, he doesn't quite see anybody. He can play point towards the vents, but they know that there's Shower's presence because DaZeD fell there, right? So jcStani gonna lurk back. Brax gonna find him, take him down, and T1 are already here, but Brax finds Neptune. This is a little bit of a tough spot for Immortals.
It is, but Immortals is going to have a presence. They're going to be able to bring in reinforcements, and they're going to overwhelm them. Brax gets taken out. Skadoodle falls as well. Shanks takes care of business at the end with the Spectre.
This is a scary, scary position. jmoh just making noise, faking getting out of that angle, and it's all down to Shanks. If he dies here, this whole tack pause was for nothing. And just like that, he's gone. The paranoia as well. Brax with another. jcStani will at least refrag. So will Neptune as he portals in from the opposite side. Now it's down to the 3v3. AZK trying to run away. They'll at least trade things out for jcStani. And Skadoodle's made his way onto the site. Neptune will fall. What am I watching? What is this game that I'm watching? This is crazy.
After the chaos, after the dust settles, here's where we are. A 2v1 in favor of T1. The spike made its way through the teleporter, and it's headed over to A. Genghsta is in pursuit. He's got a Vandal, and he's still very healthy. SIMONWASTAKEN, he also has the recon dart and a couple shock darts to work with. And you can't say the same about the members of T1, as they both have lost some health here. Genghsta, see how he chooses to play this. I like that shock dart. He knows exactly at least where the spike has been planted, and he had a good idea of where AZK was. There's that dart too. He's gonna get some info there. But he tallied away. Genghsta not going in aggressively through main side. He's gonna catch him from behind. He's got DaZeD with the sucker punch. He's dropped things down, to a 1v1, but no, he doesn't check the 50 as he gets onto the site. This time T1 are able to get in through hookah. Nothing cheeky happening there, with the exception, of course, of the Hunter series. Skadoodle's pushed away. Meanwhile, Spyder is still in there, but he gets taken out. He had to go in aggressively, but Skadoodle gets one. He's going to push his way in. Not able to get the second, but AZK was. He gets taken out by the shock dart at the hands of Genghsta. Immortals still have the numbers advantage here, as it's just down to AZK. He gets one, but gets dropped. Eventually, Immortals take a 2-round lead.
Aggressive peeks here from jmoh. Operator shot's not going to connect. He backs away, and the shower presence from Immortals also backs away from a potential heavy push from T1.
It was not a shoulder peek. That was a whole body jump peek. Skadoodle dashes in. He gets taken out as the kill feed lights up with folks from both sides. You see the showstopper at the hands of Spyder, able to make that bad boy sing. T1 with the numbers advantage here. The spike has not been planted yet. It's just hovering around right outside of a short, and I don't know that there's anything T1 can do to get to it right now, but what they do have is presence. What they do have is knowledge of where Genghsta is, with 28 health too. All AZK able to take care of them.
Early look, aggression towards the long side. I like it because the hookah push hasn't really worked out in the favor of T1 so often. Spyder will find the pick entering onto the site as he hops to hookah. There's one more player behind the site. It's Genghsta. Spyder will take him down as well. T1 finally finding success on this B site hit, and it's looking like we might tie us up 3-3.
Yeah, and they were just so much more decisive in the way they played that out. Furthermore, Immortals were kind of on the back foot the entire time, so they had to give up a lot of room. They had invested the majority of the resources over by A as well, which again gives T1 a bit more room to work with on B. But it looks like they might still try to make something happen here. Immortals does have 3 players left. They also all have ultimates, but of course, as I say that, you see a couple smokes coming out from T1 to lead them into thinking that that's where the hit's going. But T1's actually set their sights towards A.
They missed each other in A short. DaZeD is starting to run away, and Neptune's going to get caught up there by the tripwire. This execute on B has to be flawless. Spyder with one player down below. Spyder will be taken down by him. jmoh down the long side. IMT will hold the B site. DaZeD, last player standing. 1v2. Not a lot of time left, but has the time to plant the spike at least.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds remaining. DaZeD in a tough spot. May try to plant inside the tuna can. Spike starting to go down. jmoh may look. That's the tailwind in. The shots are good with the knives as he's trying to avoid Hedwig.
Yeah, it looks like they might be able to apply pressure, from a couple of different points. Meanwhile, Spyder's on the opposite side of the map, just being a nuisance and causing a distraction. jmoh has been spotted out. Brax and AZK light up the kill feed as members of Immortals drop all over the place. The last one's elsewhere on the map. It's Genghsta. Last one standing, and Spyder's going to take care of him.
But look at this play from Immortals. Early aggression, trying to flush out the shower side, and it's going to cause jcStani to push up aggressively to gather information.
Man, darts all over the place. Leers as well. Brax is in serious trouble over on A. He's being surrounded. He manages to get one, as DaZeD does on the opposite side of the map as well. Both two members of Immortals have already dropped.
Well, Skadoodle finding that opening pick on towards the B site. Smokes go down. We'll see if that dissuades Immortals from peeking in. There's a cyber cage that is stopping them from the hookah side, and they get smoked off as well. So Neptune on the site, he does get tagged by the recon bolt. 18 seconds remaining. They got to get that spike down. Genghsta holding the line. Brax will refrag. jcStani down to 12 seconds remaining. Brax and DaZeD down to one final player. It's Genghsta who's behind the tuna can. Sees Brax, takes him down. Now it's all up to AZK and DaZeD, but he pops out. Shock dart doesn't find AZK, but DaZeD with the angle from hookah.
On the side of Immortals, certainly doesn't feel good. Oh my gosh, there it is. Brax is able to get one. He had a chance at 3.
What?
Gets a second. He knows that there was one more person. He doesn't know if they backed back up or not, but you see Shanks. Oh my gosh, Brax gets a 3rd, making that operator investment worthwhile. Much like, I think it was 2 rounds ago, everything is being invested over towards B. Here the showstopper has been used, and that's just going to create space. Spyder's able to work his way in. Skadoodle gets one, and Brax gets him as well. Spyder with the flank right behind him, able to take care of jcStani and jmoh. They were clueless as they walked into their slaughter.
But a heavier stack towards the shower side. Spyder's waiting. He's there. And we'll see how they handle it as they now start to push in.
Really good paranoia from AZK to slow things down for just a tad and allow members of T1 to pull them apart. Shanks is the last one there. He had nothing but 21 health.
The hookah push is moving faster than the long push, but these paint shells are about to really cause a problem. They're going to take them down a little low. Shock dart's coming through as well. That's going to be a swing here from Spyder. That's 2, and now they're on the side from the opposite side. Spyder! Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? He mows him down. He stops the push.
Listen, eco or not, that was still a lot of fun to watch. So stick with that. You see the push coming in from Immortals through a short. A couple smokes came out, and jmoh dashes his way in. He's going to be the tip of the spear as he has the spike, but he thinks twice about planning it. Actually swings. He's able to get the kill onto DaZeD. 3 members of T1 already dropped. There are some resources. There is a showstopper as well, so it's certainly not, well, it's certainly less possible than it was just a moment ago. For T1, it looks like Immortals wants to do a split. They're going to be bringing in presence from a couple of different sides. There's that showstopper that we were talking about. It's not going to connect onto anyone, but it is going to buy them a little bit of time for the members of T1 to rotate over. And there it is. AZK is able to get one. Shanks trades it out as Brax follows, but Shanks with the 3rd already. Spyder's not going to hold on either, as it's just down to DaZeD.
One more.
Got overwhelmed.
One more.
Well, you might as well. Yeah, serve it up to him at this point. Shanks with the 4K. They're certainly getting info that way, which would lead us to think that that's where they're going to want to go. You see the Leer has been used. jmoh goes up with the operator. jcStani gets one as well. They've made their way onto the site. Members of T1 are around showers, waiting to see where that lurk is going to be coming from Neptune. They have an idea that he's there, but right now they're in a position to where they can make something happen, assuming Neptune does not play spoiler.
This is going to be a tough round regardless. Oh, now they finally hear the lurk. Now they finally hear, but Skadoodle's still going to somehow swing the opposite way. Oh, he's going to find a second. That's an upgrade. Now things are a little bit more doable. Reloads the clip. Definitely just wants to make this expensive. Shock darts come through. There's a player up above, sees him, tries to spray him down, but he drops. jmoh, now it's all down to Skadoodle. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Tries to hide in the smoke to avoid the recon bolt, but Immortals clean that one up. think this has to be the time that Skadoodle may look to try to rotate back over, because now the execute starts to come through. There's a paranoia from AZK, but it doesn't catch anybody in terms of picks. jcStani will take out Skadoodle as he tries to lurk in through the portal. That lurk is going to get shut down, and they're just going to take them off one at a time. The paranoia will help out with that. Wow. Shanks will help out as well, and it's not looking good here for T1.
Yeah, and DaZeD uses the Hunter's Fury, but at this point it might be a bit too late, right? Like Immortal still has the numbers advantage. Yeah, you just see him start to back up. Spyder might be able to play for an exit here. Oh, he has nothing but a frenzy. I think this is going to be a tough swing, but he does it anyway. jmoh trades it out, but he was able to take care of Shanks. DaZeD and Skadoodle are still managing to keep this thing competitive and have the personnel advantage. 13 seconds left in the round. Genghsta gets dropped as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not going as we would have expected. A 3K for Skadoodle.
Control. And honestly, this hold in lamps, Immortals have been able to deal with it every single time. A fat paranoia from jcStani, and then there's the aggressive push in. There's a counter paranoia from AZK. But look at that angle from jmoh. So now that the execute starts to come through, that shot's missed by jmoh, and he still will end up finding it. Genghsta from the side will find the shock dart, and now it's all falling apart for T1.
All falling apart indeed. Skadoodle had managed to work his way all the way around back behind Showers, but Genghsta was able to take care of him. Just one left on this side of T1. That's Spyder in a 1v5. Maybe is going to be able to get a pick. He's certainly going to get a chance here at Shanks, as Shanks is hunting. But no, Shanks is going to win that. A flawless round. Shanks to work his way in. There's a paranoia that we were talking about. The Leer was used in conjunction with that to create some space and give him an advantage, but nobody was there. Now you see some of the smokes coming out towards the defending spawn. Once again, just creating more space, more room, but Brax might be in some trouble here. He's already down to 36 health. A good camera there to get some info, but I don't know that he's going to have much of a chance. No, he's not. T1 has already dropped 2 members, as it looks like Immortals have gotten onto the site, and yeah, they are going to get that spike down. AZK creeping his way around, gonna get a chance onto jmoh, and he is able to best him a 3v3.
He needed that kill as well. Now the paranoia is set up. They're able to push in. They got to push in aggressively, and guess who's there to do it? Spyder and Skadoodle. Now they start to come through. The knives are out. It's all down to Genghsta. The 1v1, make it a 1v9. Immortals, they trail by 1. Be long. I'm not sure what they were hoping to accomplish with that shock dart to try to answer back for that control of the alt orb. That's 2 picks down. Another day at the office for Immortals, and this B site is going to be wide open. It's a little bit of a strange tailwind, but nevertheless, Immortals take apart T1 one at a time. Skadoodle and AZK will be the last one standing.
Hey, as you mentioned, this has just been so successful. If it's not broken, why fix it, or try to anyway? Smokes are going to come out early on. jmoh and the rest of Immortals work their way in. Shanks is able to get one as AZK is sitting on the sidelines for the rest of the round, as is Brax. Immortals have established control. They've established presence, and they're on to A.
A tough read for T1. The one round they give up the showers control is the one round. Like, Immortals have been doing it every single round. If no one's there, okay, push A. If someone's there, okay, push B. Like, how do you stop Immortals from making that type of guesswork? How do you stop them from doing that on the side of T1? You have to show face in showers. You have to. Every single round.
Nobody.
Okay, so that means push A. All right, so we're gonna do it again. Paranoia and Smokes. Well, Smokes starting to go down first. jmoh getting in the same exact spot that he gets every round on this A-side push. That's the showstopper down. It's another pick, unfortunately, down for T1. Oh, guess what? The player stopping the showers pushes down, but AZK finds 2. That's a little different, but Shanks will come in from the side. It's a 2v3, make it a 2v2. Oh no, Skadoodle. It's all down to DaZeD. He's chasing down Neptune. It's a 1v2, but right now it's a 1v1. He's gonna find him. One more player remaining. Oh my goodness, DaZeD! Are you kidding me? 1 HP in a dream, and T1 are still in it.
On AZK, he's there for the anchor just in case, but the smokes are going to be coming through. This looks exactly like what we saw at the beginning of the map, as all the defenses of Immortals are going to be coming in from one side, but they're just down to 2 members left. Skadoodle trying to hold things off as jcStani drops an impressive round, as was able to tag up a couple, but it was responded with one of Immortal's own. Shanks somehow gets his way onto the site. Not a single person is dropped. As I say that, of course, DaZeD and Neptune both go down. Keep a close eye on Skadoodle, folks. He's made his way through the teleporter. You see, there is one player over there watching things. It's going to be Genghsta, but I don't know if he knows.
Might have heard it. 3 members in lamps, and they're all huddled up together, warm by the fire. Smoke is about to subside. 24 seconds remaining on the clock. Skadoodle gonna find one. It's planted for lamps, and you're seeing those members respond accordingly. Oh, Skadoodle traded 2v2. Make that a 1v2. It's all down to jcStani, and guess who's playing the weird angle? It's Spyder. They're not sure where he's coming from. Oh, Spyder! jcStani, 18 HP, takes him down. Shanks has to be the gatekeeper here. Brax gonna swing and take Shanks down. Now the rotates have to come through because you're down in a 4v5. Can Genghsta hold the line here as the B execute is developing? We do know that this time it's not going to be the retake. They can hold down the line if played effectively.
Keep an eye on DaZeD on the mini-map. Yeah, that's a huge kill. There's not going to be any flank coming in from Telly. They're just going to have to come in from one side. Immortals is able to get 2, but T1 respond with 2 of their own. jmoh with the operator is able to get 1. The spike has been planted. He's hunting, he's searching, but up from the heavens come down the fire. AZK takes him out. T1 take a 1-round lead in overtime. Oh my gosh. This one's just been a banger the entire time. You see the paranoia once again. It's going to be coming in through A short. Neptune is able to get the first kill as they establish themselves on the site. The spike is going to go down. jmoh with that operator who's invested in time and time again. No armor, but you guess you don't need armor when you've got that going on. Shanks is able to get through U-Haul. He's able to get all of that space and all of that presence. And folks, things are not looking good for T1, but again, they've done things like this before. They've got deep heroics in their bag. Oh yeah, that's certainly gonna help. jcStani drops, Skadoodle goes in, taps, playing around the smokes as he tries to stay alive, but jmoh's got a chance, but no! Freaking T1 does it! They finally, through all of that, are able to put Immortals away. It was never a sure thing, but in overtime, they take care of business and they advance.